put away. Another innocent victim of the suicidal maniac.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's KingTutsPro back with another Final Cut Pro 10 tutorial. Guys, in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to keyframe and animate. I did work on some of Vitaly's vlogs recently in the past couple of days. I haven't actually edited his newest video right now. I actually stopped editing his videos, not because I don't like him or anything. It's just that it's become really stressful, and it takes a lot of time to actually edit a vlog and add all of these cool little animations. And even though they are small animations, it can actually take a long time if you're editing or cutting down a 25-minute video to even a 15-minute video. So with that out of the way, I want to go ahead and show you guys how to add this really cool little animation that I made just by keyframing in Final Cut Pro 10. No plugins are required at all. I went ahead and added this one right here where he's talking about a Lamborghini. He's at an airport at MPH Club, and I went ahead and just added this really cool Lamborghini, kind of that little RGB text effect, or that RGB split look to that as well. And to do these, it's very easy, and I'll show you guys how to do that along with some other things that I'm going to be adding to this vlog. Even though this vlog has already been uploaded, I just have this as a reference to show you guys what you guys can do in a real life scenario or a vlog type of situation. So I'm going to show you guys how to use this generator right here. It's called the Vlogger Pack. A download link will be down in the description. It does cost a little bit of money, but it's actually really worth it because they're all pre-animated and it's really cool. So let's go ahead and get started with keyframing this animation right here. All right, guys, so I'm actually going to do this from scratch. So we have a Lamborghini Aventador. It's kind of like a real life car, but like a fake mock-up kind of thing. You know, if you're going to be using animations, whether it be emojis, whether it be anything, it can literally be anything. So this is just an example of what you would use it in a real life situation. But if it was something else, of course, you can do it with whatever you want. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that the snapping is enabled. So I'm going to go ahead and snap this. Normally I have the whoosh transitions. Let me go ahead and just show you guys what to do. So we have the car here, and we want to go ahead and, you know, scale this and animate it. So how do we do it? Well, it's really simple. So first, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to go into the transform option, click on the transform. From here, all you have to do is just make it small. So go ahead and just shrink this down to where you think this is going to look. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to shrink this around here. I don't want it too small, so because if it's too small, it's just not going to look good. So from here, we're not going to start adding our keyframes with the plus icon yet. We want to go ahead and place the time head at the beginning of that clip and then move this like over here, okay? So from here, all you have to do is click on the actual whatever object you're using and click on this little plus icon. Then all you have to do is go frame by frame. So press the right arrow key and then move it one time and then do it again. Try to keep the car as straight as possible. You can always go back and fix these, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So something like that. So depending on how far apart each of these keyframes are from each other, the smoother, I guess, the animation will be. If you have a lot of keyframes, it's going to look really bad and it's going to look really choppy. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to do something like that. And then once it kind of goes towards the middle, I'm going to start to go a little bit not too far apart from each other. So it stops a little bit, but it stops a little bit, right? And then it's going to go ahead and just speed off a lot more. So from here, and then I'm going to go like that. I'm going to complete it right there. So then if I go ahead and go back, you can see how this animation is turning out. So I'm trying my best here to keep it straight. As you can see, a couple were not straight. So you can go ahead and click and drag this down, and this will go ahead and fix it for you. Sweet. So now if we go ahead and push play, and of course we can render this out. So now if I push play, it's going to look something like that. Super quick, as you can see, because the keyframes were very... I did this in a couple of frames, but if I did it all the way over here, then I would add more keyframes for every other frame. Does that make sense? I don't want to confuse you guys, but let's say we want it to only be around, looks like that's 20 frames. But if you want to double that time, you can go up to 40 or something like that. So you can just space them out a little bit more to fill in those gaps. If we go ahead and enable the audio or a sound effect for this, because you want to do that as well, and we push play, it's gonna look something like that, which is really cool.
But they're gonna give me a Lambo on Saturday because
looks pretty good, right? But if you want to even do it a little bit more, you can add like a Gaussian blur and then decrease it by a lot, so something like that. And you can change the verticalness and just add the horizontal, so, and increase it so it looks like it's actually zooming through the screen. So if I push play,
They're gonna give me a Lambo on Saturday.
you can see that. If you don't like it, you can take it off. Of course, that's pretty much it for the animation, but I want to add a couple of more things into this vlog, and that is in the beginning of the clip here, we have a couple of transitions that I included from Ryan Engels' store and stuff. You guys can check them out. But we have this right here. I also keyframed. But that's not what I am going for. I'm trying to add some subscribe buttons. So to do that, all you have to do is install the Vlogger pack. A download link will be down in the description. It isn't for free, but it's really cool if you check it out. To install it, all you have to do is go into the Finder here. So to do that, all you have to do is go to the Downloads folder. If you've downloaded it to that folder, go into the Vloggers pack, open that up, and copy this folder. So press Command C, then click on Go at the top there in the menu, and click on Home. In the home folder, go into the movies folder and go into motion templates, and you will have a couple of folders. If you don't have any folders, don't worry, don't panic, create some, mainly the generators tab. So mainly the generators folder. So if you don't have a generators folder, create one, then right click and click on get info. Then at the end, type in .localize. So it connects with Final Cut Pro 10. So then we have that, open that one up, and then I already have this one in there. So you can just press Command V or paste it in this folder, and then restart Final Cut Pro 10, then you should have this right here. Once you have that, you can go ahead and go through each of these really cool buttons. As you can see, we have the subscribe button. We have a couple of these. These are obviously end cards that you guys can add in the end of your video. So like, let's say if we want to add this in the end. So I'm gonna go into the end here. We're gonna see something like this, okay? So it says subscribe. So click on this little effect here on the generators tab or in the inspector window, and then you have a couple of drop zones. So you have drop zone 1, 2, 3, and then you have a background. So I want the background to be this clip here. So click on this, then click on this video here. Then all you have to do is click on apply clip. All right, so now if I push play, it's gonna look something like that. Of course, you can always change the background to be an image. So then we have, you know, different sources you can click on. We can do like, I don't know, disturbing the piece or something. Click on apply clip, and then that will add it on there. And this just animates it for an end screen if you're going to upload it to YouTube. So all you have to do is just add your end screen annotations, and then you're good, which is really, really cool. Another thing you can do, of course, in the beginning here of the video is to add a subscribe button or a like or something like that. You can even add a lower third. They're all pre-animated. You can add your own image in here as well. You guys can do something like that. You can do a screen holder. You can do a warning sign. Even have this really cool, kind of like an intro, but kind of an opener effect. And you have this one as well. So I'm going to add this one here. It says subscribe. I'm going to go on to the beginning of this video, which is around here. And you would, of course, add some effects to it. And I'm going to drag this around, I don't know, here or in the left. I'm going to drag it here. So now if I go ahead and just push play.
Landing in Miami, getting.
It says subscribe. You might want to add like some whoosh transitions or a whoosh sound effect. Go to Miami, like this one here. So I'm gonna drag this here in the beginning. And if I push play,
Landing in Miami,
you can hear that in the beginning, as you can see.
landing in Miami.
And if you didn't hear that, I'll play it again. And then have it for a couple of seconds. And then we can do a different whoosh sound effect. And then if I push play, it's going to go like that, and then it's going to go away. So if I go ahead and render this out so you can see what this looks like, and it goes away just like that. You even have a lower third. If I add a lower third, this is what it's going to look like. So go ahead and select it. Before, also guys, I forgot to tell you, if you're going to be editing a vlog or a short film or something that's going to take you a long time to edit, or if it's longer than like 10 minutes, then I would suggest you guys convert it to a proxy file, because it will be amazing. It's a relief, trust me. So what I mean by that is if I go into the Miami clip and I select this one here, which is I think the long video, and you right click on it and you click on transcode media and you select create proxy media, and that will create a smaller file size and a smaller resolution file size. So when you're editing and you're adding effects and animations and keyframing and stuff like that, it won't slow down Final Cut Pro 10. And you also want to make sure that you go into view and you change that to proxy. So once you're finished and you're ready to export, all you have to do is click on optimized original media, and then you're good to go. That's to bring back the quality back so you don't lose any of that quality, if that makes sense. So that is what I would do. So now that this is loaded,
Be a little too much. That might be a little bougie, but
how interesting that look in a vlog. So if you guys found this tutorial helpful in any way, be sure to leave a like. That'd be awesome, guys. I'm gonna try and upload more this week if I can. Just leave a like and that will tell me you guys want more videos. Comment down below, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.